In today's video, we're going to talk about the Kano model, how it works, when and why you should use it, and the 4 feature buckets. What's up everybody, Helena here from airfocus, the product management tool that enables you to confidently prioritize what to work on next, build and share clear roadmaps, and collaborate on strategy. Let's start out today's video by defining what the Kano model is. The Kano model is a framework used to prioritize features on a roadmap based on how likely they will satisfy or delight your users. Your team should pull together a list of features to be considered and plot them on a chart that visualizes satisfaction versus functionality. This shows how desired or needed a feature can be, or if users are simply indifferent to it. The Kano model of product development and customer satisfaction was published by Noriaki Kano in Japan in 1984. Kano Noriaki developed this framework while researching the factors that contributed to customer satisfaction and loyalty. You can use the Kano model whenever your team is considering the features to work on for your next release and would like to figure out what mix is best. This will also result in the best allocation of limited resources and time. Kano allows you to work out the right combination of minimum basic features that must be included, performance features to start working on or investing in, and which features will impress your users the most. Now that we have a basic understanding of what the Kano model is and when you should use it, let's look at how it works. To identify how satisfied or even delighted users will be with a product, we have to consider the 2 dimensions or plotted axes, which are satisfaction versus functionality. The vertical axis measures the level of satisfaction, and it ranges from aggravated or complete dissatisfaction to delight or complete satisfaction. The horizontal axis represents how well we've implemented a certain feature, how much has been invested in its development, or how much of a particular feature the user gets. It ranges from none to best or very well done. The Kano model uses 2 axes to identify and classify the features into 4 buckets. The 4 buckets are basic features, attractive features, performance features, and indifference. Let's start with the basic features. These are expected by your users, but they won't satisfy them more. Without them, they won't even consider your product. For example, we expect our email to be able to import or look up contacts, or a messenger app to send messages. If they don't have this or the feature doesn't work, users will simply go elsewhere. We expect these features to be there and work, and therefore we see that as our product team puts more effort or money into making them more functional, our satisfaction grows. Yet it will never reach the positive quadrant. Once it reaches its maximum potential, the team can stop investing effort into it. Attractive features, also known as delighters, are considered pleasant surprises that the user isn't expecting, but as the name suggests, once introduced, they immediately generate excitement. Introducing these features can be what differentiates you from your competitors. Think about the first time Apple introduced Apple Pay from your iPhone, or the first time you were able to collaborate on Google Docs. These are the kind of features that make you go, wow, how cool. And if plotted on the graph, it's easy to see how the slightest increase of functionality will rapidly increase satisfaction. Next, we have the performance features. The more of these we give users, the more satisfied they'll be. As we increase functionality, so does our investment. Examples could be storage space on your cloud service or faster internet from your provider. Lastly, we have the indifference bucket. Certain features don't make much of a difference. The user feels indifferent towards their presence or absence. Therefore, you should avoid working on these. In order to uncover in which bucket each feature goes, the Kano model uses your users' feedback through a questionnaire. If you want to learn more about how the Kano questionnaire works, you can find an in-depth explanation in our ebook on mastering prioritization. The link to the ebook and airfocus are in the description box below. Airfocus enables you to visually map out your priorities on a chart and transform your priorities into an actionable roadmap at the click of a button. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments section and make sure you subscribe so that you can be notified of our new actionable guides and tutorials. And of course, until next time, happy planning!